right. Hello, everyone. So I started the recording now. Welcome to today's AMA session. So we had a break 2 weeks ago. So if someone has noticed. Yeah, so in this session, I want to give you an update on where we stand on the development side and also demonstrate to you some of the new functionality. Besides that, I will also want to quickly give an update where we stand with calculating the rewards for the testnet. So just to recap, we had the testnet running for 2.5 months until end of September. And yeah, the community raised a concern that there might be multi-accounts that have participated that would have diluted the returns of the other participants that participated with one single account. Can you guys go on mute, please? Then it's easier for me. Guys, can you go on mute, please?
Dog.
Sorry, guys. Yeah, okay, thank you. All right. On the testnet, exactly. So I lost a lot of it. Where did I stop? Sorry about that. One sec. Okay, with testnet, exactly. So the community raised their concern about multi-accounts, which would have diluted the returns for other participants that were honest and participated with one single account. And I mean, we are aware of this problem, right? We've seen this problem with all the other airdrops and airdrops hunters that were trying to get a high allocation by participating with multiple accounts. And I mean, our goal is to reward everyone once to get, and with that, maximize the allocation for everyone. So that's why we have decided to run another round of verification, and we used the double counter bot for that, where users were asked to basically verify using that bot over a period of 3 days. And like one question that we have received a lot is whether we will reopen the verification again. And the answer here is unfortunately not, because otherwise, I mean, the whole exercise would have been pointless, right? So if we have announced the verification 6 days ahead, the verification was open for 3 days. Now, if we open it up, I mean, it will like invite all the multi-accounts to try it again, and it will further delay the announcement of the final reward. So that's why we decided to not open it up. What we have seen is, I mean, we are aware people missed the verification due to several reasons that were presented to us, and also some people have technical issues. That's why we have created this verification issues channel, and we also made an announcement what to post there. So if you have faced some technical issues during that phase, or you missed it for whatever reason, just drop a note there. Ideally, you have complained already during the verification. If you had the technical issues, to add a link to a reported issue during that period, which will help us to assess whether you're still eligible or not. So that is kind of like our approach to accommodate the issues that some of our community members have faced. Yeah, it's we are finalizing the rewards right now, so we will communicate them as soon as we have them. So sorry about sorry for the delay, but like going through all the logs of the double counter bot and making sure to um, yeah, exclude the right ones just takes time and is a lot involves a lot of manual work. So just bear with us. We will try to announce the rewards for everyone as soon as possible, and we are working on displaying the rewards for everyone on our website, so you don't have to ask us in Discord, but you can easily check it yourself. So just bear with us. It's a little bit of development that is needed there, but we get there, and yeah, you will see your rewards. Yeah, so that's on the testnet side. And yeah, next I'd like to highlight some of the development items that we have worked on, that we have released, that I have not explicitly mentioned in the announcement channel. So let's dive in and see. Okay, one sec. Let's do it step by step and present to you what we have. So the first one is, as I mentioned in earlier AMAs, so one of our focuses right now is to make the app more mobile friendly. So if you go to my dashboard, so we released a mobile friendly version of the dashboard. So if you go here, if you press F12, for instance, you can see how it now looks like on mobile. So you can also open app.diva.finance on mobile, and you will see the new layout of the dashboard on your phone, which hopefully is much easier to use than the old one. Exactly. So just take a look, try it out, and let us know what you think. Exactly. So that was one big release that we did over the last couple of weeks. Then another one is the WebSocket. So it's a little bit of a technicality, but let me quickly demonstrate that to you. So if I refresh that page, so what you see here are the sell and buy prices that someone basically posts when creating an order. And previously, so when someone created an order, so now here it's this first asset, so 114912, right? Previously, when someone created an order here, it was not visible here, but now you basically, as soon as someone creates an order, you will immediately see it reflected on the left hand side. So you see it's immediately here, and let's also try with, I don't know, just to demonstrate to you that it's now much more responsive than it was before. So that was one thing that we released that also improves the usability of the whole app. And then the third part, which we released, is the create offer flow. And everyone who is now on this call, I think, try to watch carefully how to use this functionality, because this will be used for the second testnet phase. So let me briefly give you a little bit of background. I mean, I've provided background in the previous AMA sessions, but I think it's always good to kind of like set the stage before demonstrating the functionality. So if you participated in testnet, you will notice that this is kind of like the input form to create derivative products. And when you create a derivative product, you basically specify what is your underlying, how does the payoff profile look like, and how much collateral do you deposit, right? And now this part is important. So if I deposit 100, or if I specify 100, it will take the 100 from my wallet, and I will receive back 100 long and 100 short tokens in return, which combined represent the claim on the 100, right? So if I want to get exposure to the up or downside, I would first have to go and sell one side. So those that did the testnet tasks, they might be familiar with how it worked before. Now it's just a little bit inefficient because it involves several steps. So you have to first create it, then you have to go and sell it and hope that someone will actually buy it. And in the worst case, if nobody buys it, you have to go back and remove the liquidity. So basically send back the long and short tokens to take out your collateral amount, which costs gas, which costs protocol fees, and yeah, so the user experience is not that great in that context. So that's why we have created a new flow. So the existing one that you know that you have used during the testnet phase is now selectable, or is now called create pool, and the new one is create offer. So let me briefly explain how this works. So here the event part and the payoff part is exactly the same, right? So let's say, I don't know, let's take,
Hey, Vlad.
yeah.
I don't know if you're sharing your screen, but we can't see your screen.
Okay, yeah, that's bad that you can't see my screen. I'm really sorry.
Yeah, I sent you. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, can you see my screen now?
Positive. We can. I can see it.
You still can't see it.
I can see it. I can see it right now.
Ah, you can
Yes,
see it.
yes, it will be available.
Oh no, so the features that I've demonstrated before you didn't even see. Oh, okay. I will
Oh, we don't.
quickly I will quickly show it afterwards. So I'm now on the create page, right? So you will now realize there are several options now. So previously there was no drop down, so it was just creating the pool, and now you can create an offer. So as opposed to creating a pool in a create offer, what you will do, you will not provide the collateral, all the collateral yourself, but you will say, okay, we will deposit 100, but I will contribute 20 and you will contribute 80, right? So whoever wants to take the other side, he will contribute 80. Now let's maybe take a realistic example. Let's use the Bitcoin price in 3 days. Let's maybe create a narrow range like that. So the long position will not start paying out if the Bitcoin price ends up above 21k on that date, and will pay out the maximum amount if it ends up above 22k. Right, so that could be one possible product. And now here I say, okay, I deposit 100, and okay, let's maybe make a simple example. I could say, okay, we can make a bet. Okay, this could be a bet. So I will contribute 50, and whoever takes the other side will also contribute 50. So now you see, instead of me contributing everything and then in a separate step recovering some of that collateral by selling one side, you can just directly enter it here. So if I win, my maximum amount that I can get out is 100. So I put in 50, I can get in 100, get out 100, which is a 2x, right? If say I would put in 20, then my maximum yield that I could achieve is 100 divided by 20, so 5x, right? Yeah, let's go with 50 for instance, and here I can specify whether I want to be long or short. So whether I want to participate in the upside or the downside of the product. So let's say I want to keep the short position, which is this one, the greenish one. So basically, I will get everything if the price is below 21K by that time. Okay, and here you can specify the offer expiry. I just realized there is no description for that field, so we'll fix that. Which basically means I will create this offer, and this offer will remain fillable for 1 day. Okay, so if you find this offer, which I will show you in a sec, if you find this like 2 days later after I created it, it's no longer fillable. So that's what it means. And you can also make it fillable for longer, for 7 days, or shorter period of time. Let's choose 1 day. And what else do we have here? So what you can also specify in advanced settings is whether the other side, the taker, has to fill a minimum amount, yes or no, right? So if you click fill or kill, that means okay, the other side has to contribute 50, otherwise he cannot fill this offer, right? He cannot take the other side. Or you can switch that off and say, okay, there is no minimum, everyone can take the other side, and yeah, that's possible. Then you can also specify whether there's a specific taker that should take the other side. But if we keep it at the zero address, that means everyone can take it. And the maximum pool capacity, you might already recognize that we have. This is the same field that we have in the create pool process. So just to summarize, the first two parts are the same as in the create pool process, but now the collateral, you basically specify how much you contribute, how much the other party contributes, rather than you contributing everything as in the create pool process. Cool. Yeah, next step. So that's the same. So you select an oracle that will report the price. So select that one, which we're running in the background, which will report the Bitcoin price. And now you see here. So that's now my position. Okay. I selected short, if you remember. So that's my payoff profile. Okay. And here are all the details summarized. And here you see the payoff scenarios. So what are the payoffs in the different scenarios, which I already explained before. So I have to approve because I will have to put in 50 DUSD if there is a counterparty that wants to fill it. So now let's wait. We have to approve it because it's an ERC20 token. Let's wait a bit. Okay. Like this approval process is an on-chain transaction, but in theory you can set the approval, the allowance very high, then you don't have to approve every single time, and then it's basically like a simple on-chain process. So what I do now is I sign with my private key, I sign the terms of this offer, right? So I commit myself to take the short side, right? And I sign it with my wallet, with my private key, right? And then someone who finds this object or who receives this object or has a link to this object can basically fill it, and only then it becomes an on-chain transaction. So the creator has basically zero costs. Yeah, exactly. So that's very similar to how the trading part here in the app works, which is using 0x protocol. So I signed that one. And now what you see here, maybe, yeah, it's just the offer terms, how this object looks like. But what you can basically share this object, with anyone. So you can either copy it, send it via email for someone to fill it. You can download it, right, and send this JSON file to someone to fill it. Or what most users will probably do is you just copy the link.
Of that.
Sorry. You can copy the link, and now I'll send it in the chat. So basically now every one of you guys who has some DUSD in their wallet can become my counterparty. All right, so let me quickly demonstrate to you. So let's say some of you guys opens this link, and they are presented with the following. I now simulate another user, that's why I'm switching the wallet. So now basically you see, oh, look, there's someone who wants to make a bet. Okay, let's call it a bet for now. On the Bitcoin price, we will check the Bitcoin price on that date. He will contribute 50. I would need to contribute 50 as well. And yeah, I think right now it should actually show the long position. So I think there's a small bug. Let me check again. Yeah, it should actually show the long position, so we'll have to fix that. And then you can basically say, okay, I want to fill 5. So I don't want to fill the full 50, but I contribute 5. And by doing that, the smart contract would also transfer 5 from the creator of the position token. Sorry, of this offer. So I have to approve that as well. Let's see if this works. So obviously we will make it nicer from a UX and UI perspective, but for now it basically like showing all the information that someone would be interested in. But we also acknowledge it's a lot of information. There's also room for improvement. But for now, it's like the focus was on establishing the functionality. So now I approved it, and now I will fill it. Okay. When I want to demo something, something breaks. Not sure why, to be honest. So apologize for that. Yeah, we have to fix it. But yeah, it's basically it creates these positions and sends this to your wallet. So yeah, sorry about that I cannot demonstrate it to you because of some bug that I see the first time. All right. Yeah, so that's the create offer flow, and as I mentioned before, you can play around with that already to get familiar how to do that, because this will be key in the testnet, in the second phase of the testnet. Yeah, and then because I was not sharing the screen before, let me quickly show you the mobile version of the dashboard. So it basically looks like that. Yeah, I think you can check it out on your phone. So I hope it's more readable now. With that format, you can also check the filters and try them out. That was one part. And yeah, the WebSocket, I mean, it's just a performance or UI thing that things are updated more or less in real time. So I won't demonstrate that again. Okay, cool. Yeah, one thing that I also want to share with you is, as some of you know, our vision is to establish DIVA protocol as an engine that will power all kinds of derivative platforms. So insurance related platforms, betting related platforms, structured products, whatever. So our next step will be to produce designs for possible front ends. And one of them I can already show to you. That's what we're currently working on. It's not final yet, right? So may change a little bit, but what we are planning to do here is building a structured products platform. So you will basically offer users or companies or yeah some teams can basically use this design and build it on top of DIVA protocol to offer their clients some predefined products. So you will not create, or users will not create the products themselves. They will just come to that page. They will see, okay, these are the products that I can buy or sell, right? And that's it. And once this said they could buy it, when this product expires, they will be able to redeem it. So a lot of the things that you have in the DIVA app, which is more like a universal tool, here this will be like a very simplified version focused just on one specific use case, which is structured product. So that's one design we're developing. We will continue developing additional designs for betting sites or insurance related platforms, and with that give Web2 developers some inspiration what people can build on DIVA protocol. So if you guys know someone who would be excited to uh, develop these kind of front ends on top of DIVA protocol, just let us know, and yeah, we can discuss that. Exactly. So that's one thing. So that's still in design phase, and another design related part is the website. So we're currently working on a new website. So we'll show you the current one, which is just a very simple landing page. I mean, yeah, you have to dig into the documentation to find more information about DIVA protocol. Now with that design, we actually want to change that. So everything should be on one page and yeah, easily understandable. So it will probably change from what we currently have, but just to give you like an idea where we are heading. So exactly, just a little bit of outlook for you guys here. Yeah, what else? I think that's pretty much it on the development side. So yeah, as I said, there will be an announcement regarding testnet rewards, and we will also uh, provide more details about the second testnet phase over the coming weeks. Maybe one last thing in terms of mainnet launch. So we're planning an audit with Sherlock beginning of January, right? And so if this goes successful, deployment to mainnet will probably be in January, February, and will also coincide with the DIVA token launch, and where testnet participants will be able to claim the rewards. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, that's pretty much it from our side. So from my side, I think I'll open up for questions. I also check if you have questions, you can post them in the chat. I'm checking it. Let me see. Precious, help me to also find questions. Maybe I go from the bottom. Roles will be fun. All the roles. Many of are giving rewards for attending AMS to encourage community like OG roles, some tokens roles. Just try it will work. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we were thinking about it. Yeah, that's good feedback. We will have to find a way to track the attendance, right? So we'll have to develop something. But that's a great idea. So thanks a lot for to Emma for that idea. Look too much simple. Um, no, sorry, UI will be modified. No, so what I was showing here, this will be a separate front end, right? So DIVA protocol, I mean, you can think of it as an engine in a car, and you can build all kinds of of cars around that piece of engine. So it's very similar here. So DIVA protocol is kind of like an engine, and you can build all kinds of front ends on top. So this would be a separate page. So the DIVA app will still be there, but this will be a much simpler interface for users. So yeah, exactly. Um, yeah, Precious, help me if there's something that I'm missing. Is airdrop only for people who complete all tasks? No, I mean everyone who, even if you have completed just one single task and you are verified, you will be rewarded. But in general, you should uh, still try to complete all tasks because the eligibility for the for future rewards will depend on that. So you should have all tasks completed in order to become eligible. Let me also check the AMA questions channel just in case someone AMA channel is locked. Is it locked? Not sure. Anyways, if there are no more questions, I like the fact that you are rewarding anyone who at least completes some task. Yeah, yeah. I mean, to be fair, like completing the task, we also acknowledge it was not straightforward, and we also looked at the time that people spent on completing the task, and I mean, a lot of people spend at least 30 minutes, and I mean, 30 minutes I would say is considered pretty fast. um, and yeah, so that's why I think, I mean, yeah, even if you completed one task, you should be rewarded. um, then Sahil is asking who are our partners to this project. Just took a look at the previous website view. Can you show us again? Yeah, I mean, the partners that we're showing here, it's just dummy. So don't FTX, Binance are not our partners yet. It's really just a mock-up. So um, yeah, good that you asked, and good to clarify that part. Please find a way to avoid civil airdrops nowadays are being gamed. Oblivion. Yeah, I mean, we did this verification. I mean, in general, I think the verification bot did a good job, and yeah, was able to identify many multi accounts, and can get verified because me and my friends use same laptop. I can count. Yeah, I think if you had technical issues for whatever reason, just post them in the verification issues channel, and we will take a look. But like, I mean, please note, if you used multiple accounts, we will see this in our data. So we already saw some people trying to still get in via the verification channel, though they have obviously used multiple accounts. So just yeah, just so you know, we have the data in the background and can check things. Okay. Yeah, this I answered this question. So got Modex, I just answered it. It's just a mock-up. So Binance and FTX are not our partners yet. It's just a mock-up for the design. Um, yeah. exactly.
Y-
Or
Yeah, I think I have a question, the last one before you go.
yeah.
Sorry.
Mhm.
It has been for a while now, but since then we haven't had an AMA. On the AMA call question, it says, as we all know, there are many scams happening day by day. I want to know that how's the security of DIVA protocol coming from Ashish. So could you give an answer to that?
Yeah, I mean, there's always a risk to interact with smart contracts, and we are transparent about that. We will be transparent about that in our documentation, smart contract documentation. And I mean, the only way to mitigate that risk is to adapt best practices when developing smart contracts and to audit the protocol. And as I mentioned earlier, we will go with Sherlock, and Sherlock has a very interesting approach. Um, so rather than engaging one audit firm, which will, I don't know, reserve 2 to 3 senior engineers, which will take a look at the protocol for 2 weeks and then write a report. At Sherlock, you have one senior Solidity engineer that will take a look for a fixed compensation, and then you have a reward pool for everyone else. So basically, if you are a developer, Solidity developer, and you want to earn some money for finding some bugs or so, you can participate in the audit. So it will be open. It will get more eyes on DIVA protocol, and people can get rewarded. So I think, yeah, just from a security perspective, we think it's much better to have more eyes, and also from a marketing perspective, um, we believe it makes much more sense to go with that approach and yeah, reward people for yeah, giving us feedback and reviewing the protocol. When CK Sync, yeah, I mean, here's Rifki Xcope is asking when CK Sync. Um, we will we will be able to deploy the contract on any EVM compatible chain. So if CK Sync is EVM compatible, we will consider deploying it as well. So for now, I think we plan to deploy it on Polygon, Arbitrum, Ethereum, and Binance chain potentially. So it's subject to change, but these are the networks that we're currently considering, and we will roll it out also on other chains afterwards. So Rifki has another question. Don't Binance. Yeah, maybe we can make a vote or so, a community vote, and then people can vote on which chains to launch, and then we can decide. Centralized, yeah. Okay, cool. Good. Then I think we can wrap it up now. We keep you posted about further developments, and yeah, see you in 2 weeks. Thank you very much for attending this call. Thank you, guys. Bye bye.